right around your heel where your heel meets your arch. Cross your rope, reach your hands pretty close to the feet, and bend your elbows. I'll turn to face, and exhale, and bend. And at first you can have the palms up or hammer. I want you to just find what's most comfortable for your hands. We're going to offer both of those positions just to mix it up. So if your hands are comfortable in both, you can have palms towards each other. And I also call this a hammer grip sometimes. You're pulling your elbows past your ribs, exhaling. And when your arms are forward, you're still keeping your shoulder blades down the back. You're not letting the shoulders roll forward. Exhaling. If there's any trouble sitting for a long time, you can also put a pillow underneath your fanny. Now we're going to do the same thing basically, but pull the palms to face up in supination. So now the palms are up. If that's not comfortable on your wrist, then go back to your hammer grip. Exhale, pull the belly in. Neck is soft. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. I'm going to turn so you can see me. We're going to do a little abdominal curl. So it's almost like you have a scooped out ice cream. Scoop it down your belly. Now your hands are going to be facing you. You're going to bend your elbows. Yep. Now when I say hands facing you, if you have a dynaband and that doesn't serve your grip, you can hold it hammer curl. But you have a little bit of you have a little bit of an ab crunch and a bicep curl. Exhale. If you want this a little harder, the way you can do that is lift your upper arm a little bit more. Exhale, pull. Exhale, pull. Pull. Biceps, front of the arm. These are carrying muscles. Your wrists, if you look at them, they're as neutral or as straight as you can be so that you're just protecting your joints. Your neck is easy. 5, 4, and free. 3, 2. Now sit up tall. Any way that you can, put your hands in a comfortable position for your dynaband. I'm going to turn so you can see me this way. It's almost like you're making an upside down V. Pull. Good. But you don't want your knuckles to drag on the floor, so you're a little wider than your hips. Neck is soft. Back of the shoulder. So there's a little cue we're going to add on where you slowly return. You slowly return. Because it's very easy or tempting to accent the pulling part, the pulling of the rope, and then you're going to try to return with control. So now you're getting to work it on both the sides of the exercise. Pull, return. Pull, return. Pull, return. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now cross your rope like an X. Put your elbows close to your sides. Open up the forearms. Exhale. You got it. This is external rotation. So good for the posture, the back of the shoulder. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And I'm going to just have us do a little stretch to kind of release tension. You can put your feet soles together. Exhale forward. You're welcome to put your elbows on your calves or on your inner thighs, or just release. Let your neck soften. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, Take another inhale and come back up. And then we're going to take the feet long, the legs long. Open up the arms, almost like a hug a tree reverse. This is the rear fly. Neck is soft. Your arms, your hands are still lower than shoulder height. That way we are less likely to be in the neck. Open up. Open up. Good. Rear fly. Exhale. Good. All right. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect job. We're going to add on a little bit of a series. So roll back and do a bicep curl, and then sit up and do a T. You got it. Lean back, do a bicep curl, sit up, and open up. So it's a little combo of 2 moves we've done. Bicep curl, sit up, and little patterns like this we know are good for the brain, especially when we learn new patterns or coordination during an exercise, because the brain doesn't get as much blood flow as the other organs. So we're doing this patterning during exercise when a little more blood flow, a little more heart rate. Go up, out, bicep, out, 4, and up, good, and 3, and up, and 2, and up, and 1, and up. Nice job. And then let's take a little release of tension with a wide angled stretch. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Just take a moment to release the inner thighs, the back, the neck, and we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come back up. Grab a sip if you'd like. We're going to do some weights on the floor on our back, so some chest presses. So something that you can do a chest press with, and also a fly. So maybe something like anywhere between 3 and 10 pounds. I'll just tilt this down a little bit, but grab a sip. That's it, Michelle. Your feet are on the floor. You're going to take your hand weights, and we're going to do almost like a bench press with the hand weight part. So you're in a bridge position without lifting your hips, so your feet are on the floor. You're going to take your hand weights on the sides. Now take an inhale, and your ribs are down. As you push your arms up, the top of the weights, the ends will touch. Bend your elbows. Good. Exhale, push. And then inhale, bend the elbows out to the side. Exhale, push. Good. Ribs are down, and that feet on the floor position helps you keep the ribs down. Push. 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 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then you can take your weights down and stretch your arms overhead, stretch your legs overhead, shift through your legs, shift through your arms. It's almost like you're climbing a ladder parallel to the floor. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. And that movement is good for your back anyway. It's a QL stretch, that muscle from the rib to the pelvis. Now we're going to take a fly. This one's like you're hugging a tree. Your feet are going to be flat on the mat, and that helps you keep your ribs on the mat. You're going to take those weights. If the last one was pretty heavy at the end, you might want a slightly lighter weight. But now both parts of the weights hit each other. You open up the arms like you're getting ready to hug a tree. You inhale and you open, and you can exhale and close. Your upper arm might touch the floor when you're doing these hug-a-trees, these flies, but your weights do not. You do not let your elbows bend backwards. So that looks good. Yep. And also just look at each wrist for a moment and feel them. You want to make sure the wrists aren't getting bent backwards. Your inhale can open you, and your exhale can pull the weights together. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's add 5 more as a bonus, so we'll keep going here. Ribs down. 5, 4. Ribs are down. 3. Good. Nice. I like the controlled speed. 2. 1 more. Inhale. And then exhale. Carefully lower the weight down. We'll take a full body stretch again. Your arms go overhead, your legs go long, and you can shift in the pelvis. Right and left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect job. And then use your abdominals. You can come back up. Nice. And then I'm going to just move the weights out of the way a little bit. We're going to still use them in some standing. But you can sit any way that's comfortable. You can go back to your band, your dynaband or your elastic tubing. Take one arm, I'm going to just say the right, but you can do either. Left hand down at the low back, so it's your anchor. Neck is soft. This shoulder is down the back. You're going to push the elbow long, and I like to also double check your wrists look good, your wrists look good. Yeah, so they're not, the wrist isn't getting cocked backwards. Exhale, and then you're slowly. So I need more tension, so I'm just going to grab more band. 4, and exhale. 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, good. 10, now I'd like to go for 10 more. If it gets fatigued after 5, that's okay, just do your best. 12, or give yourself more slack. That's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now we can give this arm some blood flow, some circulation. Take this hand and this band end. This hand holds on at the low back, the shoulders down the back, ribs tuck a little, push up. Good, that looks great, Michelle. 2, we're going to do 20 or the best you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, and 16, 17, good. 18, 19, and 20. Nice. Get rid of that for a moment. Shake it out, and let's take a tricep stretch where you hold onto your elbow. Breathe. 5. This is also good for posture. Now to add on, lean sideways, and that feels so good. Lean away from the arm that's in the air. Oh my goodness, and that feels so good. 5, 4, 3, 2, come up, take your hand to the other elbow, 5, and then add the lean, 5, 4. Beautiful, inhale, and exhale, give a little shake. We're going to take a smaller weight. If you need, take a step for side external rotation, the shoulder. Anywhere from 2 to 5. Over that, it's just too much. So a smaller weight, and you're going to be on your side. You're welcome to use a pillow or your arm. So I'm going to show you how. I'm just going to use my arm. Put one arm on the sides, open up the forearm. Yep, it's kind of like what we did with the band. I just want to mix it up. 2, 3. Now we're lying on our side to be in line with gravity when we open up the forearm. 4, 5, 6. So external rotation, the back of the shoulder. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now if you can, 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we're going to go to the other side. Arm underneath, elbow glued. 1, good. You have a 90-degree bend at your elbow. 2, your wrist is straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. See if there's a difference on the arms. 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then let those go. And then we're going to take it to a standing, right before we go up, let's take a few cat-cows just to wake up the back a little. We are going to go to standing, but we'll just take a moment to wake up the back. Cat-cow, cat-cow, inhale, and exhale. 3 more, 2, and then if you can, curl your toes under here and shift your weight back into down dog. You can walk that out, so it's just sort of like getting a little extra blood flow because we're going to do some leg work. Both heels can press for a moment, shake out your neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, then start coming up to your hands, and we'll come up and let your blood pressure readjust. I'm going to just tilt my screen up just the tiniest bit, and you want to be standing. Grab your band again. We're going to do some band work standing. With your heels in the middle. Bend. This should feel like the front of the arm, the bicep. Neck is soft. Shoulders are open. And wrists are neutral. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now shake that out. Let that all just kind of be like a noodle, a wet noodle. Still use 2 feet if that weight was okay on the bicep. Pull up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Neck is soft. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, knees soft, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Really good. Take one hand out, move the band a little bit, and this is going to give you more length on that band, that tail. You're still going to be standing tall. This arm is going to go out. So I realized I didn't give myself enough slack. I'm just going to give more to sometimes the first couple repetitions you're figuring it out. Betty, I do put my hand there a lot of times just to remind my ribs to stay down because sometimes I'll flare. So it's just like a tactile cue. Your neck is soft. Your wrist is straight. 6. Yeah, and sometimes the hammer grip helps that too. The wrist, you want to be happy. We want to work the muscle and not hurt the joints. Good. So I'm going to go to 15, so I'm going to give myself a little slack. 10, and that's how you can increase the doability, make it more doable. 3 more. Neck is soft. 3, 2, 1 more. Now we're going to release that side. Step on the other. Push with your heel. Let your heel be down. Take your arm out. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. Now we're going to step on that with the other foot on the heel, under the bands under the heel. We're going to go front. Good. You might hold it overhand. You might hold it hammer if you have the dynaband. Neck is soft. 4. You want to be able to concern yourself with the muscle working and not with your wrist hurting. Good. I like the controlled up and the controlled down. Exhale, knees soft, neck soft. Other side for 15. Take that heel, hold onto the band, push out, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 13, 14, and 15. Let go of the band for just a moment. This is basically a release of tension move. So act like you are loose sleeves and blowing in the wind on a loose sleeves on a hanging line, a clothesline, and just let some tension go. Your torso rotates. Your hands actually hit you on the front and back of your body. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now we're going to use that band again behind our back. So from the side view, I'll show you the band's just about shoulder blade. Here's the back view. And you're going to push the band out. Exhale. Your neck is soft. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now for a bonus, if you can do 5 more, keep going. 16, if you need to rest, you can let that go. 17, 18, good. I like the palm up position too. 19, 20. Now this is one of my favorite stretches with the dynaband. Take your arms wide, like a V, and then take the band behind you, and if it is too tight, your band will stretch out in those too tight ranges. So here you just stretch the band out. The other thing you can do to make this more doable is walk the fingers further apart. Now, ideally your elbows are straight and you're not contorting your body to get the band in front. Inhale, the humerus, you can actually feel just moving in that glenoid fossa. Wrists are pretty happy. You don't want them to be bending backwards. Now find a place that feels amazing. Breathe. Yeah, so I love to do these shoulder chest stretches because it's a great way to counterpose the activities that we do during our day. Now, just because our arms are kind of higher than our head and it might need a blood flow release, do this. We'll do 2 more angles though. So come back, try to find an angle that may be just a little different. I'm gonna go a little lower than the last stretch. This is similar to the 3-way doorway stretch where you walk through a door jamb and catch your hands. So that's another stretch you can do on your own. Good. Now exhale and let the hands come down, get some blood flow. We're gonna do 1 more angle. There's not a wrong place. I just want you to feel like you can put your shoulder blades down, that your head doesn't have to poke forward. You're not poking your head forward to get this stretch done. You're letting the arms be behind you. So I'll show you from the back view. I'm making sure I don't get my ribs flared in front of my pelvis. Inhale. And exhale, let that go. Shake it out. Perfect. Now we're going to take our hands in the front. Actually, let's grab a sip. We're going to do bow and arrow. But grab a sip. Hands. No, other hand. You're going to push out. This is triceps. Push out. One hand is just an anchor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, now 15, but give yourself a little blood flow, a little shake, switch it up. The other hand's near the edge and one hand's just an anchor. Push. 2, knees soft. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 11. I like how you're controlling it out and back in. 13, 14, and 15. Good, let that go. Now we're just gonna do 10 of these, so take your arms in front, palms down. Exhale, pull out. Exhale, pull out. So if you don't feel enough, just give yourself a little closer grip. 3, we're just doing 10. 4, neck is soft, so the band's lower than your shoulders. 5, good. 6, the elbows stay pretty solid. It's the shoulder that's the articulating joint. 8, I know. That's why we're only doing 10. And then 10, and let that go. Shake it out. And with your arms, let's shake in. Once you get your blood flow, go up and back. 5. Neck is soft. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, then let that go. Really good. Let's get rid of the band. Grab a sip if you'd like. We're going to do some heavier weights for bicep curls. Bicep curls could be anywhere from, I'd say 3 to 10 pounds. You know that we can always add on more repetitions if we need, or fewer. So we just work with what we have. The main thing is you stimulate the bone and the muscle to have more load than they're used to. So bend. So for example, right now I have a palm up grip, but you could also hold it hammer curl. It changes the emphasis on the brachioradialis, but I want your wrist, your thumbs, your fingers to feel great. So I want you to feel good. 6, so we can always mix it up. Shoulders are open. 7, you're not letting the shoulders poke forward when you lower the weight. 8, knees soft. 9, the front of your upper arm should feel it. Exhale. And you can check your wrist out. You're not letting the weight take over your wrist. The wrists are neutral. You're not letting the wrist bend backwards. Good. Should feel like it's fatiguing. 19. Good. One more. Woo. Now we're going to let that weight down. Let those weights down. And this is just going to be a nice little release. So lift up one arm and then you can act like you're just swaying in the wind. Feel that rib open. Feel that lat open. We're going to take it up. We're going to take another inhale and take your hands behind and open up. Thank you so much. Open up. 5, 4, 3. And I like to just sort of do this anytime anyway, even after the stretches, just to get some blood flow, shake it out, release the nervous system of excess tension. Now we're going to take the 2 smaller weights. So I'll show you what the move's going to be. It's going to be a lateral raise like this. So it could be a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. And your hands are going to be palm face down with your opening going only to, I'll say, just below the shoulders. So I don't want you to feel like you have to go higher. You're just making sure there's no pinching sensation in the shoulders. My hands are actually buried just barely slightly ahead of my body. They're definitely not going behind because I want to work in the scapular plane. It feels a little better. It'll probably feel a little better too as well, like as you keep your arms just slightly ahead of your body. Neck is soft and not higher than your shoulder. Open. Wrists are neutral, so you can just double check. Exhale. I'll show you the side. Your knees are soft. See how the hands are just barely ahead of the body. They're definitely not drifting back. 2. One more. And 1. Now I want you to just leave the hand weights in your hand, and I want you to take an inhale. As you exhale, lift up your heels. I want you to try to do a calf raise with the weight in your hand. Do your best to balance. You're still trying to get all toes equal weighted. It's as if you have a tennis ball between your heels that you're holding on to and you're not letting the ankle go out. Slow and controlled. Slow and controlled. And up. And up. And up. And up. So your knees are soft. you've got a little extra weight. Good, you're slowing it on the way down if you can. And 1. Now we're gonna lower the weight basically to get rid of any tension in our arms. And let it sway. I like to have the feet a little wider and just kind of let those arms sway. Loose loose sleeves. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we'll do one for our hands too. So you can hold your hands together and move your wrist in little circles one way, and then move your wrist in little circles the other way. Now you're going to take your hand weights, again, the same low weight, so the smaller weight. Your hand weights are going to go to the front. Now you can exhale. Your body will be tempted to lean back. So that's one thing that you're resisting with the tone in your abs. It's like a 10 or 30% contraction. 4, 5, 6, 7, neck is soft. 8, again, I'm not going higher than the shoulders here. 9, let me show you from the side view. We're trying not to lean back. We're trying to stay sturdy in our body. 11, let's see if we can hit 15. 12, 13, 14, and 15. Lower those weights down. Take your interlaced finger position and go up and over. 5, 4. So you're going to feel the forearms getting a stretch. 3. Inhale up and over. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then inhale, come up, and then let it go behind you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take the hands and just pull them back. So you can see I'm opening up my hands. And then the other side. 5, 4, 3. And grab a sip, and then we're going to grab our heavier weight. So anywhere from 5 to 10. I'll show you the move. And it's a bent over row, but your back, so even though we're bent over, we're not flexed, we're not round in the back, we're like a table. Pull the elbows up, kind of like you're starting a lawnmower or a weed eater. Exhale. Good. 4, and you're almost lifting your sit bones a little bit. 5, to keep the back long. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, if you can, do 5 more. These are bigger, stronger muscles. The lats are the biggest muscle of the back, and you're working your biceps here and your real deltoid. Neck is soft. And then let's let those weights down. Now this stretch, let's put our hands on our thighs. Now round, you remember how we did cat-cow? Just do a cat-cow with your hands on your thighs. You have a little tone in your glutes and your quads. And your inhale, lift your back, sternum, exhale, rounds it. Inhale and exhale. And one more. And then we're going to go all the way up, a vertebra at a time. And we're going to take 2 of our smaller weights or 1 bigger weight. 2 of our smaller weights. I'm actually going to come in close so you can see me. So for example, 2 of your smaller weights could go behind your head, but you could also use 1 bigger weight. Lift up. Yeah, you can stand as well. I just wanted to come in closer and not move my video screen. So neck is soft. 5. Good. 6. And see if you can lengthen all the way up. 7. There you go, Betty. 8. Yep, it's like you're wringing out a wash rag, that last little bit. You're not hyperextending, but you are lengthening. If the shoulders are tight, you just open up your hands a little bit. There you go, way to go. So that's called a drop set, when you keep going and you change weights. Love it. This is bonus 5 more. Now some of the fatigue comes from the arms being overhead. 4, elbows. 3, lengthen. This is the back of the arm. 2, this is a common place for extra flesh storage. So we are working the muscle back here. Now we can take a tricep stretch. Nice, Michelle. Back. It's like you're patting yourself on the back. If you would like to add a lean, go for it. And then pat yourself. And if you would like to add a lean, go for it. And release. Grab a sip. We are going to do another one called an overhead press. Delicious. Okay. Overhead press is going to take 2 smaller weights, probably the ones you just had for your triceps. If you don't have that or you need to change, you can always use one bigger weight. Here's the position A. Position B is up, or you could say position 1, position 2. And we're always trying to make the whole movement count. Elbows on. So the difference is the hands weights are now in front of you. 5. Good, there's a little bit more shoulders here. 6. Neck soft. 7. There is some ab tone though to keep your ribs over. 8. The pelvis and not have the head poke forward. 9. 10. See if you can do 5 more. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Lower those hand weights. Good. You can shake it out. We're going to stand up and do upright rows. So, Betty, I'll meet you standing. Probably a heavier weight. So like what you used for your biceps, 5 to 10. Now, the way we're going to manipulate that, though, is just do more if you need to. Bend the elbows. And, Michelle, this is one where you just make sure your wrists are happy. So I've kind of just let my wrist be in line with my forearms. Exhale, inhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now we are going to shoot for 5 more. 16, biceps and shoulders. 17, knees are soft. 18, 19, and 20. Let those go. Good. Now, you know how we did the wide stance with our hands on our thighs? We're still going to do that, but this time we're going to do a little rotation. And it's just a dynamic stretch. You could think of it as releasing tension. You could think of it as, I'm going a little deeper now, so think of it as a stretch. You're just not hanging out and holding it for a long period of time. Dynamic flexibility, dynamic mobility. Think about a sport like tennis or golf. It's like dynamic flexibility. Let's do one more, each side. And then use your abs to roll up. Now let your blood pressure settle. I'm going to show you the next one. It's going to be 2 smaller weights. It's going to look like this. So because we have this really long lever, a smaller weight's going to work better. So I'd say anywhere from 2 to 5. Make yourself kind of like a table in the back. You're going to open up. And when I say table, I mean more flat, like ear, shoulder, rib, hip. I don't mean parallel to the floor. Your legs are strong. 4, you're lifting up your sit bones a little bit. 5, you still kind of feel your heels more than your toes. 6, rear fly. 7 is the back of the arm, the back of the shoulder. 8, good. Now neck is soft. I like how you guys are looking slightly down there. I don't want your neck to feel any tension. The back of the shoulder works. Fight gravity on the way down, so you're not just letting the weights take over. Your muscles are lowering. 3, the weights. 2, 1. Now lower those down. Take an arm sway. And we're going to do one more set for the biceps. So grab the heavier weight and we're going to do it in a hammer curl. I was saying we'd mix it up earlier, so it's going to feel like a little bit more the brachioradialis. 2, slow and controlled. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now either you're done or take maybe 2 to 5 more. So 11. I wanted to do a little bit of legs, so 13, 14, and 15. So I want to leave time. So let that go. How about interlaced and open? Now, another one is just take your arms out, pull your fingers back, and then take the arms behind you like someone has your hands. This is a Thai yoga move I used to do with people. I put my feet in their back and hold on to the wrists. You can imagine I'm doing that, and you're lifting up. Inhale. Let that go. Now I want to take some squats, but what I'd like to offer you is if you would like to add 2 hand weights. So you can take your smaller hand weights, you can take your heavier hand weights. I want you to try it out. We're going to do 10 reps if that helps. So let's say you've got your weight. You can always take the different weight too. So you've got like a suitcase in each hand, like a suitcase handle. Now sit your booty back like you're picking up a suitcase or you're picking up a heavy briefcase. Yeah, 2. So I'm doing it a little slower because we do have a weight, but you see that back, it's long, it's, I'll just say flat. And 4, your heels are heavier. And 5. Now I like to make sure the neck is safe. So as you go down, if it hurts your neck to look up at me, just let your gaze head down too. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the weights for a moment, and that was good. Just let it go. Nice. Let that go. Now we're going to take a lunge. If lunges don't serve you, do what we just did. Same thing, if you would like a weight, it's a little harder, and you're going to do a weight in each hand. Right foot, I'm going to turn so you can see me. Right foot forward, left foot back. Okay? You're going to bend the bottom leg. We're going to do these back leg lunges. 2, and straighten. 3, 4, 5. You can tell where else we're working is balance. 6, front knee tracks with the second toe. 7, back knee tracks with the second toe. 8, good. Keep going. I'm going to look ahead. 9, whoa. 10. Now when you're here, let's make it a soft landing. Back foot meets the front. Rear foot now is the other leg. Drop your back. Quad. 2, 3. Think about the back leg going down more than the front leg going forward. 4. Yep. 5.
6. Let your back knee bend some, Michelle. Yeah, as you go down. 8. Yeah, there's all sorts of squats, and we're letting the back leg bend more. 9. Yeah, sometimes scooting back helps. That's it. and I am going to just cue us up. Soft. Good. All right. Front. Let's take the other leg forward. Switch it up. Whoa. Let me turn to left foot forward, right foot back, and hold. Now straighten the front knee and bend it. Straighten the front knee and bend. And straighten the front knee and bend. Straighten the front knee and bend. 5, 6, keep the breath normal. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now your back foot is going to land gracefully to the front of the mat. Switch up your other leg. And you're on a railroad track. The front knee is bending. Now it's straightening. Bending and straightening, and your body goes back a little. 3. Yep. 4. And if you need more space, Michelle, if your knee feels like it needs more space, you can have a more stretched out space so your knee doesn't have to go over your heel. There's not a problem with everybody. Sometimes just a little extra safety measure. 8, 9. Now, when you're steady, the back foot meets the front foot. Let your weights down. Nice job. Oh my goodness. So let's take a, why does Siri talk? Listen. Okay, Siri. Okay, so take a moment to stretch out your quad. See if you can make this a balance challenge. Rib down, pubic bone up. When you're ready, lower that foot. Whoa, keep going. 10. It's a balance challenge. 9. Good. And let that go. We're going to come down and take a moment just to sit anywhere that's comfortable. Good. Let a hand go to your heart, and the other hand can cover it. So just take a moment, and I want you to layer a breath with a feeling of appreciation for all that your body did, all of the strength that we gave to the different muscles, the stretching that we did in the betweens. So we're just giving our body a sense of appreciation. And now we're going to give our mind a sense of appreciation for having the discipline to come and how much better we are for it. And then the breath, without it, we wouldn't be here. So in these moments of present-mindedness, we're able to soak in, bathe in all the appreciation. Appreciation is a very quick way to be in the moment. And it helps the mind practice feelings of joy, where sometimes the primal brain is geared towards looking for problems, so it just is a way to train our mind. Notice how it feels good to be in a moment of appreciation. We'll set an intention for the next couple hours of our day, just to notice all those little things that we might sometimes take for granted. Our shelter, our food, our water. And whenever you're ready, let your eyes open and come into the room. Thank you guys so much. Let me know what you thought. I was wanting to do a little bit more. Me too. I like the little bit more legs are different. Yeah, okay. Because we do a lot of core in the other classes, so it felt good to do the... Okay, good. I like it. I love it. Okay, thank you so much. Bye, guys. Thank you.